Bro? Bro, okay. Epic. This is awesome. Okay. Why is the chat displayed like that? Oh, I know why. Wait. Hold on. Why is it... I think I know why the chat is like... Wait, give me 1 second. I need to fix this. Okay. So did I... Bro. Either you're too quiet or Lakitu is way too damn loud. I might be... It might be me. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because I'm in a different environment. This is the first time that I'm streaming that I am not in my house. I am in a different location. So I have to be a little bit more quiet, unfortunately, because the room kind of echoes, and also it is like almost 11 p.m. See, I'm hoping ideally there's no problems with this because where I am, there's usually other people who are also very loud at like 4 in the morning, so like ideally there shouldn't be any noise complaints. But you know, because it's me, someone would probably complain. Undisclosed location somewhere out of bounds on the moon perchance. Possibly. Dude, I so badly wish I could just play Deltarune music instead of this, but I'm afraid of like having an issue where they just mute the VOD audio or whatever, and I just can't listen to any of the intro or any of the stream at all. Is there still problems with that? I think so. I haven't really been keeping up with it though. If it was up to Toby, there wouldn't be any of these problems, but unfortunately, you know, there would be like bad actors who would try and take advantage of or try to claim that it's their music if you didn't have to go through these other channels to license his music out. I'm hoping it's not going to be a huge problem whenever I make the Deltarune video though, so we'll see about that. I don't know. That actually does remind me, something I wanted to mention before I actually do anything at all. Actually, I need to see if there's like an actual mouse pad I can use instead of just using my mouse on the table, because this seems kind of stupid. 1 second. The messages disappear very quickly. Wait, wait, I don't know where my brain is going. Okay, 1 second. I started recording my VODs as I stream. I download them afterwards anyway. Unless it's really long, the file size should stay under 30 gigabytes. Mine are usually under like 10 gigabytes, I think. But that's probably just because I try to stream in 720p. Because my streams, even if I do set them up to be 1080p, like the bitrate is bad enough that it might as well just be a lower resolution. Also, I would like to fix the Streamlabs box, the chat box, but the last time I was looking into it, I could not figure out for the life of me how to fix it. Because, okay, I can look at it right now. because I was using, I mean, I think I literally just said this, but forgive me, my memory, my brain is kind of scattered. I think I was using the Streamlabs chat box widget. I cannot speak. And I did get the Streamlabs plugin for OBS, but unfortunately that requires you to log in to Streamlabs, which is just awesome. I'm glad that I literally can't even get any use out of the Streamlabs plugin, just because like it wants me to have an account. I mean, I do have an account, it's just I don't have all of my passwords and things memorized, so at some point, if I actually do stream more consistently, I'd like to fix the chat box, because I think I noticed how fast the messages were disappearing last time I was testing things, and it was kind of annoying me. I should probably just like remove the disappearing thing unless if it's on game capture, because like if it's just on the chatting screen, then they don't really need to, the messages have no reason to disappear. But that's a problem for a future whirlwind at a future time and place. Unfortunately, that is not me, or rather fortunately, because then that would become half of the stream as me me figuring out which email I tied my Streamlabs account to, because I have about 50,000 of those. Oh yeah, that reminds me, something I was gonna mention, I got like sidetracked because I was looking for the mouse pad. I swear they changed the UI slightly, or I messed up my settings, because like some of the buttons look slightly bigger now, and I don't like that. Where is it? Wordle. That's not what I'm looking for. It's not Wordle. I seriously can't just do window capture and window capture Chrome. I have to do the whole thing. Bro. Okay, well, for the time being, I was gonna mention this. Tricky Tony posted a tweet about how I think he's looking for fans to submit something on a website, basically like a brief explanation of how Undertale has impacted you. So if any of you are interested in doing that, then you submit to this website. I have mine open, but I'm not going to show you it because I'm gatekeeping. I think on the website it says that the memories are going to be public, I think. So I'm assuming what's going to happen is once the submission period is over, which I would assume is within 24 hours, judging by his reply, you'll be able to like open the website and it might like scroll through a bunch of random users' memories, and it'll like change depending on like if you refresh the website or whatever. What Twitter plugin do you have? I don't remember. Wait, no, that doesn't say its name. Twitter Loom Reskin. I had another one, but it got disabled, so I had to remove it. I don't really remember what this actually does, though. I thought Twitter just looked like this, to be honest. I really don't remember. It's been forever since I actually looked at like vanilla Twitter that I don't remember. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm okay. You know what? We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving. Also, I think I have who to follow disabled. So that's a one thing that I like is that I can disable stuff like that because like at least a couple years ago I installed these plugins specifically to try and hide notifications from being so obvious to me on Twitter, or like hide my follower count or who I'm following or whatever. Well, not who I'm following, but mostly my follower count. Um, Basically, I just kind of wanted less numbers to look at because I would also hide the like counts on tweets and retweets and stuff. But at some point, I think I just got to where I just um, reverted because I couldn't see like quote tweets. Of course, now for the longest time I couldn't figure out how to find quote tweets on the newer version of Twitter because they decided to put it through this drop down menu, I think. Or no, you have to click retweet and then click quote or view quotes, which is I don't know. I liked it better whenever it was just like a button on the bar, but it's less cluttered, I guess. Whatever, you know. You can do it on both of them at the moment. Wait. I might be... Oh, view post engagements. Okay, I didn't see that. I did not... I mean, to be fair, it says post engagements. I guess I thought that meant, like, statistics for the post or whatever. I don't generally install many of those Chrome extensions. Most of the ones I actually did install got disabled, though, because modern websites are awesome like that. Breaking the extensions that I like to use. What the wait, what? Oh yeah, something I did wanna... I don't know if this is actually like a legitimate thing or if this is like fake or some fan-made key art or whatever. I saw this morning. Some supposed leaked key art for a Plants vs. Zombies either remake or remaster. I don't know if it's just some like fake thing, some fake leak. But I saw that this morning and I thought like I'm a little surprised, like if it actually is real, I'm a little surprised that they wouldn't have already like remade Plants vs. Zombies 1 by now. I mean, they've had like 700 trillion years to do that. I mean, they've pretty much cashed in on PVZ in every other way they can, but I guess they kind of they didn't really do such a great job with PVZ 2 or free from what I've seen, so it's not too surprising that they're trying to it wouldn't be too surprising if they were trying to go back to basics. Bro, okay. I look at Steam for 2 seconds and I don't know why I get some of the recommendations that I get, because I don't play some of these games that these like NSFW games. Like, bro, what am I... I don't understand. Gone fishing. I would kill for a good fishing game, you know, honestly, like a good fishing roguelike, specifically. I've been saying this for forever now. Some indie dev needs to make the next big roguelike to sell like 5 trillion copies, a fishing game. It just needs to happen. Fishing games relegated to side activity once more. Fishing community in shambles. It's a shame because like most of the actual fishing games just really, I mean, some of them actually do sound kind of fun to me, like Sega Bass Fishing, although that game, last time I tried it, it froze my computer. Like, I literally, it was just stuck on the game. I could not exit out of the game. I couldn't, like, Alt-Tab. I couldn't Alt-F4. Because I was trying to stream it to a friend, and, because I was bored, and I got stuck. I just like, hard shut down my computer. It was not very awesome. Sega Bass Fishing doesn't like me very much, I don't think. But yeah, in general, I feel like fishing games usually sound more fun to me than they actually are. Because I've played a couple at this point that just ended up like kind of just disappointing me. Because there was one that I got on the Switch recently. It was Fishing Star World Tour, I think. Because I was looking up best fishing games because I was bored. I had nothing better to do, and I saw a lot of people describing it as like one of the best arcade fishing games, and I buy it. It's like $30, and it's basically just the Street Pass Me Plaza fishing game, but somehow with like less to the gameplay. For $30, I mean, to be fair, it was originally a Wii game, I think, but my disappointment was immeasurable, and my day was ruined. I mean, I don't know, maybe if I keep playing it, it'll actually become peak fiction or whatever the kids are calling it these days, but I doubt it. All video games disappoint me. I hate video games and everyone who makes them. I've mentioned this a couple times, but I really, at some point, I want to change my my chatting screen to something that's more like animated. I don't know, some kind of GIF or something. Because I kind of hate just having a static image. It's kind of boring. There's literally nothing to look at. But I don't really know what to do, what to put up on the screen whenever I'm just talking. I kind of want to play a game. I don't know what though. Hypothetically speaking, I could start Elden Ring again if my computer didn't explode trying to stream it, which it probably would. But, I don't know if I really want to do that necessarily. I also thought about Hitman, but that game might also blow up my computer, because I tried streaming that in a Discord voice chat once, and it was kind of like stuttering the whole time. Maybe if I like lowered some of the graphics settings it would be better, but like I'm just afraid of my computer literally exploding. I made Basil and Peak. Basil and Peak. Hitman struggles when I stream it. I haven't tried it in a while, but still. You can usually do it on... Yeah, I mean, I think... Typically, I don't think streaming it on Discord would be as much of a problem, because it's not like you shouldn't have to have as many apps open, but Yeah, it sucks that it was still struggling for me. So, I mean, I don't know. You want to see my basil? Sure. Ugh. I had thought about, I said this earlier today. I was thinking about doing this, having the stream be like some of the roguelike games for like a video I was making, like getting footage for roguelike games for the video I was making, but I'm not. There's too many games jumping through my head right now that I could honestly play anything. You sent it in your server? No way. You have to have the flower crown. Why is he sad? Why is he sad? Who hurt him? Who hurt him? I might have like a Discord capture thing for this instead of just like doing display capture, but I'm lazy and don't feel like dude, I've been getting, I don't really know. I have no idea what started this, but like Twitter has recently been promoting a lot of hold on. Like these posts to me of like leopards or like specifically snow leopards, and now I guess what is this? Is this a cheetah? I think, or is this another leopard? Wait, hang on. You need to be able to hear it. I don't even know if you could actually hear that. This is so sad. Hold on. I think it might play now. Well, if it did play, it was incredibly quiet, so I have literally no idea. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. What is... Wait. Oh. Shoot, yeah, that would explain part of it, is that it was, like, incredibly quiet. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Maybe now you might be able to hear it. Let me see it for myself. It's still really quiet, but you can actually hear it now. But yeah, I don't know, I don't really know what triggered these posts to showing up on my Twitter feed. But like it started with I think like a random snow leopard post. And now it's snowballed. I mean, I don't get a ton of them, but like I get enough. Not that I really mind, because I get like videos like this on my feed. The creature that would eat my face off, but it's so cute. It would literally rip my face off, but it's adorable. I love animals. Animals are so epic. Dude, that actually reminded me, something I actually did want to do sometime. Do I have this still? I had this idea once. I unfortunately did not actually link the any of the quizzes, any of the things that I found, but I had this idea once to just take a bunch of the like random quizzes that I would find online and just do them on stream, because there was, I think I linked one of them to you, to like Yoshi, like you once. I might have anyway. It was this one that was basically just like a text adventure game, but like as a quiz. I don't remember what it was called now. It was very weird and long. It was kind of long, but there was that, and I think there was something else that I tried, and ever since then I kind of wanted to just gather up a bunch of like random quizzes and just do a whole stream of going through them. Online quizzes. There's always the classic BuzzFeed quizzes, I guess. I don't really want to do BuzzFeed quizzes, but you know, I could. Hypothetically. What site do you even go to? What even is the go-to site for these things? Autism quiz and existential crisis. You know, I did one of these quizzes recently. It was like, which Deltarune character are you? And I just did it because I was bored, and I was like, and it said I was Noel Holiday, and it made me feel pretty awesome. There was one of the lowest percentage of quiz takers, like one of the lowest answers on the board was or outcomes was like the forgotten man tree in chapter 1. It's like, what do you have to pick to be dubbed as the forgotten man tree? I can't even imagine. Which mental illness do you have quiz? I probably shouldn't take something like that, but I would literally only take it ironically because of how ridiculous. These BuzzFeed quizzes are kind of stupid. I mean, I was looking for stupid, but maybe not this stupid. In percentage, how much of a loner are you? You know, that could be that could be something. Your Pixar movie choices will reveal which season perfectly matches your personality. What? These candles may be AI, but I still want to know which scent is your favorite. You know, I appreciate the honesty. I do appreciate the honesty. looking for trivia quizzes. I'm literally just like looking for... No, not free online quizzes. Not like I'm not looking to actually learn something here. Video game history and fun facts. AI generated. All facts about America, AI generated. American presidents, AI generated. All of these are AI generated quizzes. Do I even want to see what the video game history and fun facts AI generated quiz is? Do I want to see it? Oh, okay, it's a Kahoot type thing. Never mind then. I will not be seeing what this quiz is. Climb the mountain and jump down. The little one in front of us. What? What are you bro? Oh, okay, yeah, no. I know. I know now, I understand. So if we can get achievements in Peak, I need him to... Okay. Bro. Who is really your favorite Gossip Girl character? I don't know what the hell that is. I wish I could find the... Hold on. Quiz. Deltarune quiz. Is this what I was looking for? No. Bruh. Dude, there's so many quiz sites. Oh, wait. I think this is the one I was using before. Yeah. How do I go to, like... Which Diary of a Wimpy Kid character are you? What? Does anyone actually care which Diary of a Wimpy Kid character they are? Is that a thing that people care about? I mean, I guess maybe if you're a certain age range. I don't know. I just want to browse the quizzes that they have on the site. It just won't let me. What is... Okay. Dude. I think I might be... This might not be... What is... What is this image? What is this image? Okay, let me pull it up. Okay, this was the image that, one of the images, like, preview thumbnails for one of the quizzes. Like, what is this, bro? Who... I don't know. I think I might not be the target audience for these sites. I think these are for, like, specifically for 13 to, like, 16-year-olds, maybe 17. Because, like, some of these are kind of stupid. Do you like the dark? Do you prefer inside or outside? You know, I'm not gonna do this. I had to make like a poster for work, and I checked one of the license-free websites I used for school, and it's full of AI with no option to filter it out, and lots of people pretending to have made the stock images they clearly generated. At this point, you literally have to pay to get authentic stock images. It's not like what it used to be. Yeah, I don't browse those sites often, but I'm not too surprised that that's become a big issue, unfortunately. I did, I saved a link for some stock image site recently, but I think it was more for, like, art references. I want to see if I can find it. I might have it on my phone. See, what sucks now is like, I feel like AI is getting to a point where it really is hard to tell, at least for me, because like there were videos of Pedro Pascal in interviews for like Fantastic Four, and like there were AI generated, there were AI altered videos of those interviews, and it's like, I swear, if no one said anything, I wouldn't be able to tell that those were AI altered. It's like, it honestly is scary. If it's simply generated, you'll tell altered means that there was still human involvement, someone touching it up. Yeah, but that's the thing for me. It's like, AI altered stuff is probably going to start becoming more prevalent, and that's really where the biggest issue is going to be, I feel like, at least for the next couple of years. I mean, I feel like at some point it's not going to matter. Like, at some point, if there's not like some sort of restrictions put on AI generator AI generators, AI content generators, then AI videos are going to get to a point where you can't really tell the difference between AI altered content, like unaltered content, and then just purely AI generated content. I don't know. I'm getting tired of it. I'm really getting tired of it, and something I get annoyed at is whenever see, I don't know. I don't like to have the mindset that it's all doom and gloom over it, because I'm sure there's some good things that could come out of like the technology, but like, it's just how much could go wrong from the amount of power that people are gonna that people could get from those tools, and how easy it'll be to alter videos to make it look like you're doing something you're not. I don't know. I cannot see the benefits of AI if they just like don't put restrictions on what the general public are able to do with it. People cope about that too much. There may be extremely specified uses for it, but those are so specialized, I think comparing it to generative AI is stupid. People focus too much on the buzzword and not the actual technology. Yeah, because I feel like that generative AI is an entirely different discussion versus like its medical benefits, like because there's a creator that I like, Doug, um, and he's been like generally positive toward AI, and I noticed a lot of people like push back on him for that, and understandably, because but like there's two different sides to the whole thing, and generative AI doesn't really have. I mean, I don't know. That's not really. It's like you said. It's not really the same thing. You can't really compare the two. I don't know. My brain's getting kind of tired, so I apologize if I'm not making a lot of sense. But I keep losing my train of thought. So like, my bad. I had something else I was gonna say, but I literally forgot. Did the music run out? Yes, it did. That's not very awesome. I don't want video game water music. I don't really want this either. I want like upbeat music. That's all I want. This isn't really upbeat music. This is making me upset. Oh my gosh, all I want is upbeat music. That's all it's giving me. There we go. Okay. To be honest, even the medical benefits are overstated. Black boxes are just extremely hard to control. It's a black box, and I read an article on it once. I can link it later on Discord. I need to look more into all of it myself, but I don't know. I think it's kind of annoying whenever people I'm trying to think of a way to properly word this. I guess I need to educate myself more on both sides of it, to properly be able to comment on all of it, because I do kind of hate to have this like all or nothing mindset on whether or not it's like completely horrible. It's just like in my daily life, I notice a lot more the negatives than the positives, because I think I said this in like my Discord or like on Twitter or something. I said this to someone. I am pretty sure. It was like I know I at least mentioned it to like a friend of mine, where I was going to Walmart, and down one of the aisles, like where soups and things would be, there was something. There was like a brand, I don't remember the name, but that was selling like bagged soup. I assume it was like some kind of like MRE type thing where you'd pour hot water into it or whatever, and then it would become soup, But the packaging had like very clearly AI generated foods on it because of I could tell just because of the lighting, because like I feel like most AI generated images have very similar lighting, but I was like, you seriously can't just like pay someone to take a picture of a hamburger or pizza, or just like pay for the license to use a stock photo of a burger? No, you have to like you have to go to like what is it? I don't even know what the big AI image generators are now. If ChatGPT is one of the I know ChatGPT was like just for text originally. I assume it can probably do images now, but now these companies would just rather type in some words, prompt an AI, and have the AI generate an image instead of just paying someone. I remember like a year or two ago, thankfully I haven't seen this since, I don't think, but I saw a fully AI generated commercial on TV. And I was just like, seriously? It was one like fully AI generated everything. And I just like that shouldn't even be allowed in any form, any like capacity. Yeah, Coca-Cola, they I don't know if it was like they were commissioning a company to create a holiday themed like AI generated video or commercial for them, and it was like why? I mean, I know why, but like why are you like this? I am very anti this technology though, so be aware I'm very biased. There's just too much badness on so many different levels. Yeah, I totally understand that. Like I said earlier, there's so much bad to it that I don't like. I feel like even if there are some great benefits to it, it can hardly make the bad worth it. I don't know. The least we can do is force companies to actually comply and put packaging in bold letters if they use AI. That's the minimum we need, really. It should go way further. Yeah. That's the minimum, but like the hope is that companies don't try and use AI technology as more of an excuse to start slashing even more jobs. But like it's inevitable. I'm sure it's already happened, and I just haven't heard about it. But if anyone was to do it, I wouldn't be surprised. Like in terms of like video game companies, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Microsoft did it, because I get the impression that they are really bad. They are some of the worst about slashing teams, like slashing teams in half. Because I think it was the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle team who got like a lot of the team got slashed, their jobs. I might be misremembering. Let me look that up. Let's see. I don't want to go AI mode. I think many of the bad trends in society that started in the late 80s and early 90s, like youth loneliness and generally people being much more distrustful of authorities, exacerbated by AI tenfold. Yeah, I feel like if all this AI stuff started sooner, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if I was more affected by the chatbots and stuff, because I've always had like a hard time making friends, and this was before AI became such a huge thing, but there was an app that I used briefly called AI Dungeon, which would basically just let you create like custom text-based adventures, and it was not very good at all, to be honest. It was like the worst about trying to keep track of the story that you were trying to follow. I mean, like the technology was in its infancy, but I if there was something more like the AI chatbots that there are now, I would not have been surprised if I had gotten sucked into that rabbit hole. As sad as that might be to say. I might be misremembering, like on the Indiana Jones news that I heard. I could have sworn that that some jobs were cut, like some of the team were cut off. I'm not, maybe I'm misremembering. Because they are supposed to have like a DLC for the Great Circle in, I believe, September, and there's like, they've teased that they're working on another game too, or more adventures in some capacity. It just makes me sad how people's lives are actually getting ruined because they legitimately believe AI is like smart and conscious. We need to educate more people on it to fix this. For example, if a person knows the risks and dangers of cigarettes, they are far less likely to become smoking addicts. I mean, maybe it's more of like depending on where you live, the culture and all that, but like I feel like in America at least, even knowing the risks, people just don't care, and they vape, they smoke, they do all that anyway. Because there were, I mean, especially with vaping and like e-cigarettes and stuff. The study I read was based on Americans, so no, I highly doubt that. I'd be really surprised if their data was like really low, because like at least where I live, like I was saying, especially with like e-cigarettes and vaping and stuff, my old job was that I had like some coworkers who were in high school who were vaping, and like I don't know, I feel like maybe some of them don't believe that it's as dangerous as smoking cigarettes, and maybe that's why they're vaping. But like I don't know, a lot of people are just really, really stupid and would probably assume that, but I think it's more people vape more around here because of like the flavors. Because I would hear people actually talk about like different vape flavors, and I assume that's probably why a lot of them vaped over smoking. The thing with vaping is that there's a lot of propaganda spread by vaping companies to obfuscate its dangers. There are many people who legitimately believe that vaping is not dangerous at all. It's similar to the early cigarette industry, how they even advertised cigarettes as healthy for you. I can tell you from the people I've spoken to IRL, many people just cope about it hard. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I actually tried like quizzing people, I'd be surprised and they would actually genuinely say that that it's actually not that bad for you. I thought I remember one of them talking about it once and how they didn't really care what its effects were going to be on them, but I just think any of that is stupid. I don't know. I'm glad I never got into any of those, like drinking or smoking or whatever. I'm not gonna say anything to anyone who's smoking or vaping or whatever, because it's none of my business. It's like people can do what they want with their lives. I wouldn't say anything unless if it was like a close friend. And also just because a lot of people can get very defensive over it. And I figure it's not really any of my business anyway. It's like, let them do their thing. If they die from like lung cancer or whatever, then that can just be their problem. I don't know. Their problem to deal with. Not, I don't know. You should never judge people for it. Yeah. I mean, I always feel like quietly disappointed whenever the few times that someone around me I figured out, like, the few times that I figured out someone around me was smoking, but I would never actually say anything to their faces about it, because there's just no point. It's kind of like trying to convert someone to another religion. Like, it's literally none of your business to do that, and a lot of people just don't care. What is this? Many of them, at least with smoking, are also aware it's bad. They just struggle to replace smoking as a coping mechanism. If people are happier with their lives, it gets much easier for them to quit. Yeah. Cause there was someone recently who I follow, who I know was they vaped, and they would I do hope that they followed through with this, but like they were having a child soon, and they said as soon as the child was born they were gonna quit, and I honestly do hope that they that everything works out fine for them, because are they the one giving birth? No, I think it was like the father. I always like hated having to hated having to be around people who smoked, because like it's mostly just because of the smell. Like I at work I hated the smell of the cigarette smoke from like my manager, or like especially like the smell from vapes. I just have to hold my breath, because I do not want to get like secondhand smoke inhalation. Like I I don't want to deal with any of that. I can't believe that like decades ago it was normalized that people smoked inside buildings. Makes sense that people aged like milk back then. Yeah. I'm glad that I didn't have to grow up in that era, because that, to me, that just seems kind of miserable to have to go to some place like Burger King and have the smell of cigarettes like clouding my senses. I do kind of feel like playing a game. I just cannot decide what. Maybe I feel like my go-to is almost always Dead by Daylight in terms of like when I'm streaming and I can't figure out what to do. I need to like come up with random stream ideas and just write them down, and instead of like, although at least with in this case I've actually talked more than just like sitting around not saying anything. Speaking of which, I talked so much that my throat is starting to hurt, so I should probably get a drink. Let me go do that real quick. Good luck. I hope you survive your arduous journey. Yes. Actually, I do probably need to get a cup, like a coaster. I guess this paper towel will have to do for now. Because I just remembered this furniture is being given away. So I should probably not stain the furniture with rings. Wii. Nintendo. Oh, this is... What do you mean Wii? This is 3DS. This is Wii. I hear Wii sounds. I never realized just how much the 3DS main menu... Wait. How much it actually did kind of sound like the Wii menu. Let me switch to a different song. The classic. Oh, I miss the Wii Shop so much. I have like very few memories of it because I was like, I don't know how young whenever the Wii Shop shut down. Or I mean, it probably shut down not as long ago as I think it did. But I just like, I don't know. None of the other eShops have felt the same to me. I mean, the Wii U eShop kind of kept the spirit going because it you know, they had DS games, they had some Wii games, NES, SNES, Game Boy games, and stuff like that. But I don't know, there's just something about the Wii Shop in particular that I feel like is unmatched in any of its successors. I mean, especially now. Like, I know it's such a big thing to hate on the Switch's like lack of personality in its menu design, and especially the eShop. I do feel like the eShop at least is better on Switch 2. I'm glad they actually decided to work on it and make it and improve it from like running at 15 FPS. So I'm glad that that's been improved. And now it's actually functional. I just wish I do kind of wish that the Switch menu had more personality to it, like the old like the Wii U and the 3DS did. It's like it's not at all necessary. It's just like little bits of charm that I feel like Nintendo have lost over the years that are it's not needed. It's just kind of sad to see those things go away. At the time it felt pretty fresh, I suppose. Yeah. What is this? eShop settings Wii U. I don't think I ever heard this. I like this song a lot. I should probably actually find a game to play now, so let me look on Steam and see what I have that I feel like playing. I see Uma Musume jump scare me on my Steam library every like day now. It's just it feels like an inevitability that I at least have to try and play it for like a couple hours so it can stop appearing on my Twitter every few days. One problem with my Steam library is that I don't feel like I have a lot of games that I can just pick up and just stream whenever. Because I have a lot of just single player games. And I don't really... I don't know. Gosh, excuse me. Sorry if you heard that. I don't have many, like, short games. Like, I don't know, I guess roguelikes typically work fine. Okay, I need to actually sit back now or my back is going to hurt. In the morning, at least. Probably. This would probably be at least slightly more entertaining to look at. Gonna spread the agenda and say Peak is pretty short and replayable once you understand the mechanics. A full run can take 1 to 2 hours. I've been thinking about it. It's just like, for me, Peak. What is this? Hit bag, crank lever, upgrade moves, hit bag, crank lever, upgrade moves, hit bag, crank lever, upgrade moves. This is Peak gameplay. I don't think this is I don't think this is the right Peak. But no, I did not mean to click on my wish list. Bro, can I type? I feel like every other week I see a new co-op game like this. And it takes so long to get to be able to play any of these games with anyone that, like, by the time I am able to play it, I'm only able to play them like once before something else comes out and people just move on to that. Because I mean, obviously the first example was like Lethal Company, and then sometime well after that there was I found Repo, and at least we got to play that a couple times. And then there was before that, there was some other Landfall game. What was it called? They gave it away for free at launch. I don't remember what it was called. There was. Shut up! Don't play that. The streamer game. Yeah. I don't remember what it was called. It kind of looked uninteresting, to be honest. I guess you can repo also, but it doesn't feel like it. I would play it more. At least peak. Oh, okay, yeah, you were saying you could play it single player. Yeah. I tried playing repo single player a couple times. It's just, um, none of these kinds of games are designed to be played with one person. Like, even, I don't know. Because I tried playing Lethal Company a couple times single player, and then Repo a couple times single player, but like you really, really do need need at least one other person for at least those games to actually be able to get any sort of enjoyment out of it. Because there's like a just a few levels in, it just kind of gets impossible to manage some of the goals the game gives you. Yeah, I could see where Peak would be easier multiplayer because there's less people you have to keep track of. Because like I assume you're having to wait to get everyone up to the top of of the mountains. But no, after Peak there was the headliners. I remember that was one that I saw. This one kind of came and went in like within a week. And I never heard anything more about it. It was something another game that kind of reminded me of that other Landfall co-op game, the one that I mentioned earlier that I cannot remember the name of, where you're having to record deadly creatures to snap spectacular footage, whatever that entails. I don't know what the gameplay loop is though. It just kind of popped up in my feed and it looked vaguely interesting. There was also Nuclear Nightmare. Particularly because it reminded me of The Thing, and that I kind of like that movie. And having a co-op game that gives off a similar vibe is cool. What else? Although the reviews say mostly positive, so maybe there's negative reviews in there. I don't know. It looks vaguely interesting, and apparently my brother owns it, so I could play it without having to buy it. What else? There was I feel like there's been something other than Peak. Maybe it was just Peak. But yeah, I just, for me, I mean, maybe it's not every other week, but like it kind of feels like every other week one of these games comes up, and I always want to play them. I really do. It's just like I don't really have that big of social circles, unfortunately. Not that many people, because like I would like to play some of these games with like at least 3 to 4 people, but like I just anyone I know typically isn't that interested, or like they can't because like scheduling conflicts. Yeah, I always wanted to try one of them with like Lakitu or whatever, but he never really, at least I don't know, I feel like I'd have a hard time getting him to play any of those games without like just his friends, his like close friends. Which is, I mean, it's fair enough, I guess. You play enough games with the same group, you're gonna probably prefer playing games with them. I don't know if he actually enjoys those. He always avoids them after he plays them once or twice. Yeah, it seemed like after Lethal Company, he just at least I never saw him playing much of those of any other game like it after that. Lethal Company was the only one that at least I saw that kind of became a temporary obsession for him. Little Lethal Company burst for free streams. Was it only free streams? Damn. I thought it was more. I mean, he probably played a lot more of it off stream. I don't know. Because, like, I thought he had 100 hours on it. No, 16. Okay. I guess it would really. I mean, I guess comparatively to, like, Repo or whatever else, he probably doesn't have as much time. Yeah. 62 minutes. I don't like this, like, super chill music. I wish I could find something that was, like, slightly more upbeat. I did have a lot of fun with Portal 2 multiplayer. I don't think me and Lakitu finished all of the levels in it, but I kind of like to revisit it at some point because I don't know. It's a much different experience than other multiplayer games I've played. I mean, I haven't really. If you can, you should get Ghost to play it with you, because I feel like you guys you'd have like a lot of fun with that. There were a lot of moments in me and Lakitu's playthrough of it where one of us would just kind of have to sit there for a while and stare at the puzzle while the other one actually figured it out. And most of the time it was me. But like in the meantime, Lakitu would just like play Kevin McLeod's songs on his soundboard. Like there was one time, let me see if I can find it. Kevin McLeod Hitman. Yeah. there was one time that like there was a puzzle where you end up getting separated, and we had to figure out how to get back together. And he started playing Hitman by Kevin McLeod while I was going through the puzzle trying to figure out what happened. And Portal 2 has like a really bad like uh its mic processor or whatever. I don't know. Something about it is just really horrendously bad no matter what microphone you plug in. Like, you can plug in the greatest microphone ever, and your audio will come out sounding like shit. And it is the greatest experience of all time. It brings up the whole thing so much. Now I kind of wish I had my 3DS with me so I could just stream something off of that. I don't really know what, though. I mean, I literally just cannot decide. I kind of like just talking. It would be nice to have a game to talk over, but... I'm not really in the mood for any of these games. This stupid game keeps haunting me. What is this? Me Maker menu Wii U. I guess I just don't remember this because I didn't spend that much time on the Wii U's Me Maker. I spent way... Hold on, something is beeping. Let me go deal with that. So much stuff is like crammed around here because we're having to move stuff out, and I was kind of afraid that I wouldn't be able to find the source of the beeping. It would just be, the rest of the stream would just be me looking for whatever the hell is beeping. No way live? Yes. Way. I don't know what I'm doing though. Unfortunately, I cannot make up my mind. What is this? Oh, this is something one of my brothers own, I guess. I'm currently just looking for my games because I'm being indecisive. I need to find a better music compilation. Upbeat video game music. This is probably AI generated, isn't it? I know that this has been a problem on YouTube for the past year apparently, where there's been like AI generated music compilations. And this looks like one of those. I don't know, I can't tell. I don't know how you would be able to tell, but apparently it's a problem according to random... so I think I must have seen it somewhere on Twitter, someone posting about it. People will find ways to ruin everything, sadly. I need to get the achievements on the new level in Human Fall Flat, but I'm too lazy. I don't feel like playing it because I'm sure as soon as I do, they'll announce that a new level is coming out tomorrow. And I'm like, bro, when are they gonna stop updating this game? When are you gonna stop? You're supposed to be working on Human Fall Flat 2. You're supposed to be working on the sequel. I wanted to get all the achievements in Dredge, but I got lazy, and also you have to have the DLC for some of the achievements, I think, so. Whoops. This is loud. I don't know if I like this either. And this one doesn't even let me see which... Okay. Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. Why are you people like this? Whatever. I'll just listen to the same song on repeat for 400,000 trillion hours. You can do it now, it's pretty short level and easy. Unfortunately, it's 5 gigabytes and it would probably take a lot longer since I'm streaming. Otherwise, I might. Maybe. Uh, every time I see this game, I get kind of depressed and thinking about it. Spore kind of pisses me off. At some point, see, I kind of wish I was recording my playthrough, my second playthrough of Spore, because like I feel like I was gaslit I gaslit myself into thinking this game was fun. Like whenever I would watch videos about the game growing up, I thought it looked so cool, making little creatures and exploring a planet that's like randomly generated. And then you actually play it, and it's just like 3 or 4 different gameplay styles mashed together, barely fleshed out enough to be considered a strategy game. And it just gets kind of I mean, I think I just like chose kind of poorly in some instances, and I don't know. Spore just pisses me off. That's the point. Oh, maybe you know what? It might be time. This game was kind of like taunting me in the corner of my screen. I don't even know if Spore pisses me off. I'm the original Whirlwind. You know what? I'm gonna download it. I don't know if this game is going to behave with OBS. I'm not gonna give you any context for what this game is. Partially because, to be honest, I don't remember the context myself. And also because it's funnier that way. Because all the context you have is possibly the greatest, the hardest Steam banner art I've like Steam game banner I've ever seen. I don't even remember when I bought this. I do remember seeing this on Steam and thinking it looked kind of funny, and then I just decided to buy it because it was like $1. My expectations, realistically, they're probably like below sea level. But if it's a little bit funny, then it's okay. It'll be okay. I'll be fine. I only spent $1 on it, so it's like it's not like I'm going in debt over Tomato Way on the Nintendo Steam platform. Let me switch to the chat screen. Where is it? There it is. I want to see if I can actually do game capture for this, or if I'm going to have to do display capture, because game doesn't want to behave with OBS. We'll see what happens. Certain games just do not feel like playing nice with OBS, and it's very upsetting. It's time for Tomato Way. Let me pause this music. Okay. So, my graphics options, my graphics quality is set to very low by default. So, should I set it to high? Maybe. Possibly. Me making my game not run on OBS because I fucking hate streamers. There was a game earlier today that I wanted to record for a video, and I just can't get it to work with OBS. And it's so annoying. Certain games just like, I don't know what it is about them, but they just don't want to behave with OBS, and it's the worst thing ever, because what else am I supposed to do? You know, we'll do high graphics quality and just hope it doesn't blow up my computer. Okay. How's this gonna work? Sorry, you're gonna have to bear with Yoshi for a second. Yoshi not being very amused with you. Where's the game? Tomato Way. Please work. Please work. I swear if you don't work. It doesn't work. Can you... I didn't even know he was banned. Still, I thought I unbanned him. I unbanned him. He probably ended stream already, but like, I did unban him just now. I forgot to do that. That's my bad. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do windowed mode on this game, or else it's just not gonna work. Oh, I hate games like this. Please. I just want to play Tomato Way. All I want to do is play Tomato Way. Okay. So there's the game. Where is the audio capture? Tomato Way. Okay, so it seems like the audio is working. Oh my gosh, dude. Why are you like this? I have to close the game again because I moved the window and it won't let me move it back over. Oh my gosh. Tomato Way. Figuring out the Tomato Way. Please update. Yes, there it is. Okay. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, so I think the audio is working on the game. Let me check for myself real quick just because I'm paranoid. Okay. This may quite possibly be the worst video game I ever play or the greatest video game I ever play. I feel like there's going to be no in between. I have zero expectations for this based on whatever the hell this title screen is supposed to be. This is difficulty easy, normal, hard. What is this music? What really grinds my gears is that I can't move the window of the game. Oh my gosh, this is so fucking stupid. Whatever. I accidentally changed the language. That's okay. Let's do normal difficulty. I'm sure hard mode would be fine. Doable for me. Alright, let's buckle in. Or buckle up, I guess. That kind of sounded... Message for you, sir. That's a... Why does this snail have arms? That's disturbing. I don't know what's more disturbing to me, this tomato or the snail that has arms. This tomato looks like almost like the troll face. The way their face is shaped. Dude. Is that you, tomate? Then pay for you. They pay for you, dead or alive. Episode 1, a drunk rat. Okay. If you get lost in a linear shooter, lol. Tab if you get lost. Tab does literally nothing, okay? Is this like the middle of nowhere from Courage the Cowardly Dog? Okay, they keep on giving me instructions and I'm not able to read all of them fast enough. Menu 1, 2, 3, 4, a choice of weapons. Okay. Nice well. What is this jump? Hold on. What did I just pick up? Okay. I'm already very confused. Dark and stinks with urine. Hello, sir. Guests will arrive a few hours. Here's a drink of the house while you wait. I have a feeling this was not made by a native English speaker. Turn on the jukebox if you don't mind. I do mind. Where is the jukebox? What is this? Okay. Oh, you okay there? Hello? Who? I guess I... This... You know what? It's none of my business.
Добрий день, пан. Чого бажаєте?
Oh. Um... I... No thanks, I'm good, bro. I don't have any money.
Де шериф? Як вам сказати?
I don't know how to say it,
Зараз
sir. Now he
горить
burns
пень.
in hell. What? Okay. I am... There's too many things happening. Dude. Hello? I don't feel like my brain can comprehend what just happened. Bro. I'm about to die. Because they snuck up on me. That's awesome. What am I picking up? Is that... Oh. You know... I think the game froze. Something tells me. Oh dear. You know something? Maybe we might be better off not knowing the story of Tomato Way. I feel like I can live without knowing. That was a little bit too much for my brain. I guess I will not be figuring out the Tomato Way just yet. My brain is not ready. This truly is the most whirlwind stream of all time. I feel like if there was like a category for whirlwind streams, this might be up there. In the most whirlwind of all whirlwind streams. Where I pretty much just do nothing for the entire stream, and then I end disappointed with myself. But I mean, to be fair, the game wasn't working. So like, how much of that really is my fault? Most of it, because I was being indecisive, you know. Yeah. You know, I think, what's this stream's lesson? What's the life lesson we take away from this stream? What's the moral lesson? I feel like this needs to be like one of those. We really, you know, to get anything out of it at all, there needs to be a moral lesson from this taken from this stream. But what is the moral lesson? Is it that we shouldn't eat tomatoes? We shouldn't be putting tomatoes on hamburgers? Because I feel like that's pretty high up there. I mean, realistically speaking, why are you putting tomatoes on hamburgers in the first place? I don't understand it. I don't like people who do that. You disturb me. And I think Tomato Way has showed me that you can't trust tomatoes. That might just have to be the lesson for now. I don't know if I will ever stream again, unfortunately. This is a rare scenario where I just happened to be able to because of certain circumstances. Yeah. I don't know if I had anything else I wanted to say or even talk about before I stop, but I probably should because it's like 12:30 and I might get actual noise complaints if I keep talking like there's someone else here whenever I'm just talking to myself in my microphone, and someone's gonna think I'm losing my mind. Crazy? I was crazy once. They put me in a room, a rubber room of rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy?